Hello, I am Julia Dreblow, the founder of SRI Services and the Fund EcoMarket database tool. And this very short presentation is just to explain to you what Fund EcoMarket is and how it works. So we're on the fourth version of Fund EcoMarket now. It was first launched in 2010. It's a comprehensive directory of retail, sustainable, responsible ESG and ethical investment funds that we think are relevant to individuals who might want to invest in this area. So we want financial advisors and wealth managers who use our site to be able to find all relevant funds in this area. So we list everything we think is relevant. It's a combination of filter options. There's 250 filters, text, and then links back to fund manager's site so you can see more information that they publish on the subject. It explains both what funds do and what fund managers do. So responsible ownership information is about the fund management entity or company. The information we use is directly from fund managers or the portfolios. There are some portfolios listed on here also. As I say, there's around 250 resale-friendly filters. They're all written in plain English to help advisors, wealth managers and others just understand broadly what a fund does and specifically what a fund does and be able to then explain it onto their clients. And we've got our SRI styles classifications and SDR labelling information on there, which gives you further idea about the kind of fund you're looking at. And this is available not only via on your computers, but also via an app, so you can download the app also for free. So by far the best way to get to know the site and to get used to it is just to use it. It's pretty easy to use now. The new version is a lot more up to date. We've got a load of filter options which basically give you fund basics, so things like product type, geographic region, and also our SRI styles and the SDR labelling information. And then we've got information on the funds which splits sustainability and environmental, and then social and ethical, and then governance and financials, and also methods and aims, and just trying to give you more of a feel for what the fund's actually trying to achieve. And then there's more down the bottom, which is all about responsible ownership activity, who does what, how the fund managers operate as a company, and but on their engagement and stewardship activity, what are they trying to achieve with their company-wide strategies. So you've got some example screenshots here. When you go into the fund detail on the right-hand side, you'll see there's loads of information and text and extra links for further information there. So you can combine the filters in lots of different ways. You've got an example here of applied filters. I just plucked some examples out of thin air that are fairly common that people may ask for. So if you've got a client who wants to avoid coal, oil and gas majors, tobacco companies, maybe they've got some concerns about gilts, okay with some companies but not others. They want to go for positive impacts and aims, not necessarily just an impact fund, but a fund that is looking to invest in companies doing great things. They may want to support a company that's a PRI signatory, just as an idea of seriousness and responsible ownership. And as an intermediary, you may say, well, actually what we're looking for is an OIC or a CCAV. So you can have any combination, but that just gives you an idea. And then within each of the filters, when you select one of the filters, you've got a number which is shown in orange, which is how many funds there are in that cohort. So you can see maybe some of them there's only 2 or 3 funds, whereas others there's hundreds. So that just gives you an idea of how common a filter is and what you can realistically expect, because that reduces the choice. If there's only a few funds doing it, that reduces the choice right down. And you've got the hover over text, which is grey background, which basically gives you just a few words really on what the filter's about, just in case you're not too familiar with the area. And then again, you've got a lot more explanations. So things like if you go into an individual fund information area, you've got ISINs, etc., and also details as to who to contact at a fund management company. So you can do lots of searching. You get a general picture of the fund. You can get the individual characteristics of the fund or the responsible ownership approach, and then of course you can combine them, and lots of extra reading you can do. But just keep in mind, it is designed to supplement other research. It's not the only tool you would use to make a recommendation for a fund. This is just very specific information on sustainable, responsible and ethical investment attributes. And in case you're wondering how we operate, basically the Fund EcoMarket is free to use. Both the desktop and the app are free thanks to our partners. Our fund manager partners are listed first. We aim to be as comprehensive as possible. We ask all relevant funds for information. A few don't supply us information, most do. But the partner funds are listed first and non-partner funds are listed afterwards. You can tell the partners because they've got their logos next to them, so a little bit higher profile entries within the database, of course, to thank them for their support. And What else can we say? So we also do some consultancy and policy work, a lot on the policy area at the moment, given regulation, etc. But which we can help do because we look across the entire market, and our aim is to help raise standards and also help grow and raise awareness and understanding of these issues. And why do we do all this? Because we believe it's really important. We know lots of people are interested in this stuff, but they find it really hard to translate it across into investment strategies. And of course it matters where we allocate money. If we're going to transition to higher standards, we've got to get more money invested in ways that raise standards rather than undermining them. And we don't think anything's perfect, however, so that's partly why there's so many filters on the site. The companies have got pros and cons, funds have got pros and cons, and different strategies suit different people, hence the level of detail. So I hope you found this useful. Thank you for listening. If you could do like the video on YouTube and sign up to our newsletter, please do keep in touch. We're here to help. Thank you.